Citizens of heaven, my name is Tanu Zita. I'm from Bamenda, but I live in Douala. The problem which brought me here was the problem of spiritual attack and the spirit of loss. I grew up in a family where they worship idols, so my grandparents usually take us to the shrine, who kill fowls and give us to eat, do all such kind of things for protection.
We are listening to our sister who says that her name is Tanyuzita and she lives in Douala, that the problem which brought her here was the problem of evil attacks and spirit of lust. She says that she's coming from a family where they used to worship idols and that her grandparents used to do some sacrifices with animals, fowls, and then they would tell them that it was for protection.
From there, we have been growing up, so I come and realize myself that life that my grandparents were doing like that, it was no good. As I started school, I was just going in school very well. I was very intelligent in school, so they usually bring my scholarship from abroad. As I meet the first man in my life, that is how my life changed. I started having some dream. I would see myself swimming in the river, playing in the river, moving naked in the river, eating in the dream. When I wake up, I will see particles of rice in my mouth.
She used to be somebody very intelligent, but that after they started doing this practice on her, she discovered that everything was going down. She even had an affair with the first man that she met, and after having that encounter with that man, she discovered that everything went down the drain. When she would sleep in the night, she would see herself swimming in the river, walking naked in the river, eating food in the river, and when she gets up physically, she would discover the particles of food in her mouth.
You mean when you sleep, you see yourself in the river?
Yes.
Eating?
Yes.
When you wake up in real life?
I will see particles of rice, but I didn't tell anybody that this is what is happening to me.
You listen to that? Situation that seem ordinary may have extraordinary effect in the spirit, much of which is hidden to the ordinary eyes.
Les effets qui paraissent être ordinaires pour avoir des effets dans le règne spirituel qui est caché à l'œil nu.
I was very stubborn with my parents, so I couldn't listen to any advice from somebody now. It went to a certain extent that I was sleeping. I saw a man who come and give me a ring in this my finger in the night like this. Since then, my life have just changed. I'm moving from one man to another, drinking, going for nightclub to drink and dance.
So our sister is explaining to us that this led her to become very stubborn at home. She was no longer listening to anybody, and she also used to have a dream in which she would see a man giving her a wedding ring on her middle finger, and because of that she found herself lusting after men, going to nightclubs, drinking and smoking and living a reckless life.
So I become a prostitute. I will move from one man to another. I discover myself that I have powers in my mouth, in my eyes, and all over my body.
This led her to become a prostitute, moving from one man to another. And then later on, she came to discover that she had powers in her eyes, in her mouth, and all over her body.
The one in my eye, if I see any man that is very handsome and rich, when I look at you in my eyes, you must follow me.
So she says that any man that she looks at him in the eyes, the man will start following her.
The one in my mouth, if I look at you and you follow me, if I ask anything to you, if I say that you are working this salary like this, you need to come and give it to me before I will share and give yours, so that you go and take it and give the one that I will give you, before you will give it to your wife in the house.
So our sister is explaining to us that the powers in her mouth, when she looks at you with the powers in her eyes and you follow her with the powers in her mouth, she will ask you to give all the money that you have. For example, if you are working and you are being paid your salary, you will bring all the money to her. She will be the one to divide the money and give your own, the one that you will now take and go back home and share with your family, with your wife.
Yes, I will be the one to sit on top of the money and decide what I need to give you. If I like, I will not give you.
So our sister is saying that she was the one taking the decisions on the money of the man, that if she decides to give the man a share of the money, she will give, but if she didn't want to give him, she wouldn't give.
For some, these marriage men, when when they are married, they will, as I will seduce them and talk to them. When they work money, they will come and give it to me. Their wives, they are in the house, no food, no oil, but they will work the money and come and give it. If you work 200,000, I can give you 50,000 francs, and the man will say that thank you so much.
So our sister is explaining that for married men, when she seduces a married man and he brings the money to her, any amount that she decides that she will take or the one she gives to the man, she's the one who will take the decision. For example, if you are working and your salary is 200,000, she can decide to give you 50,000 and your wife will be at home, no money, no food. But she is the one taking the decisions on how much you will take back home to your wife and your family.
For some, I will make them to divorce their wife so that they will come and marry me. After when they come that they will marry me, I will send them the way that I will no longer marry you, which you are married has already divorced.
She has been the cause behind a lot of broken marriages, and that she will tell the man that when the man divorces his wife, he will get married to her. But after the man has divorced his wife and comes to get married to her, she will say she's no longer interested in the man, and that is how the man has already divorced from his wife.
And when you are a rich man, that you come and lay your hands on me, your finance, everything of you will be strangled, your life will no more be straight. Everything will just be scattered.
Each time that a rich man comes in contact with her, after having an affair with her, everything about him would crumble. His business, everything about him will crumble.
This is reality. Some men now are sweating.
Certains hommes maintenant transpirent, c'est la réalité.
God allows this for the salvation of your soul.
Dieu permet ceci pour le salut de votre âme.
You are hearing this because of the love of Jesus Christ for you.
Vous écoutez ceci à cause de l'amour de Jésus-Christ envers vous.
He went to the seaside and called the ignorant to understanding.
Il allait au bord de la mer, il a cherché les ignorants à la compréhension.
He taught them the law of God
Il leur enseignait les lois de Dieu
and how to have an extraordinary relationship with others.
et comment avoir une relation extraordinaire même avec les autres.
Thousands sat for days as Jesus Christ taught them the law of God
Les milliers se sont assis comme Jésus les a enseigné les lois de Dieu
and how to have an extraordinary relationship with others.
et comment avoir une relation extraordinaire avec les autres.
Love everyone,
Aime tout le monde,
but trust only God.
mais fais uniquement confiance à Dieu.
Many have failed in life today because of quick trust.
Pourquoi on échoue dans la vie? Parce qu'ils sont dans la dièse pour faire confiance.
You want everything fast, 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 fast.
Ils veulent faire toutes choses de façon rapide.
Examine everything in the light of God's word.
Ils examinent toutes choses selon la lumière de la parole de Dieu.
If you are a true child of God,
Tu es vraiment un vrai enfant de Dieu.
don't be in a haste.
Ne sois pas dans la hâte.
Examine everything you see,
Examine tout ce que tu vois,
everything you hear
tout ce que tu entends,
in the light of God's word.
sur la lumière de la parole de Dieu.
Like for these free boys moving around, when you are doing your business, you will come and lay your hands on me. That is how your business will just collapse.
So she also says that for the businessmen who come in contact with her, when you come and you touch her or you have contact with her, everything about your business will crumble. Your business is going to stop working.
I post my picture on Facebook. People from all over the world started sending me friend requests. As I accept, I started chatting with them online. Some will leave from very far country to just come and see me. From Dubai, South Africa, to come and see me in Douala. When you come and see me, that you leave your job site, like for 1 week, I will say that I'm no more longer with you. Go you back, and the man will be crying that the life is miserable now, and he will not have no money to go back again.
So she also explains that this also pushed her to post her pictures on social media like Facebook, and when men look at her picture, they'll be interested in her, and men will be traveling from other countries just to come to meet her. And when they come and they meet her and have contact with her, after some time she will tell them that she's no longer interested in the relationship, and that is how the man will become frustrated. He will no longer have money to go back to his country.
When I dress like this, I'm going out, moving on the street. That is how people will be moving beside me. That I discover that there is power in me. So as I talk, you fall in love with me. The way I will look at you like this, your mind will confuse.
this spirit really tormented her. When she'll be walking on the road, men would just be going after her. And she says that she knew that she had powers, especially in her mouth and in her eyes. And when she wants to seduce any man, she will just look at him in the face, and that is how the man will become confused.
So, did you know that you had powers?
Yes, I discovered it because that was not a natural thing that when you look at somebody, the person was confused.
Was it natural?
No, it was not natural. Many people, many married men have been divorced. Why? Because when you come and lay your hands on me, you no longer look your wife in the house. You no more take care, and your wife will be suffering for some time. Your wife will leave you and go.
So our sister says that truly she knew that she had powers because it was not normal or natural for somebody to look at another person and the person becomes confused. What was happening in her life was not something natural. She discovered that she has broken a lot of marriages because the wife of the man involved will be at home crying, suffering, going through pains, and that after some time, that is how the woman will also leave the house, and that is how the marriage will be broken.
What about Christians?
No, I was not doing with Christians, men. I would like, but those who don't know God, so that I will know how to handle them in the right way.
She did not used to go after Christians because she was choosing unbelievers so that she will know how to manipulate them.
Why were you avoiding Christians?
Because when I will command them, they will know what to do, what I've told them to do.
Clap for Jesus.
Acclamez pour Jésus-Christ.
She says that she was going after non-Christians or unbelievers because she knew that for Christians she would not be able to command them and manipulate them.
How do you identify a Christian and those people you captured?
As I will look at you, the person will not have time to look at me. The person will just be going to wherever he was supposed to go.
She could easily differentiate between a Christian and an unbeliever because for a Christian, each time she gives him the look or stares at him, he will just continue going to where he was going. He will not pay attention to her.
When you come across these men and their business collapse, did you ever feel remorse?
No, because it was the devil who was controlling me to do all those type of things.
So our sister says that she never regretted or felt any remorse for all what she was doing because at that time she was under the control of the evil spirit.
You listen to that?
Vous avez écouté cela?
The devil destroys.
Le diable détruit,
Jesus Christ restores.
mais Jésus-Christ lui restaure.
Children of God should always be under the check and conduct of the Holy Spirit.
Les enfants de Dieu doivent toujours être sous l'influence et la conduite du Saint-Esprit.
Because all our victories over Satan are obtained by the power derived from Jesus Christ.
Toutes nos victoires sur Satan dérivent de la puissance obtenue sur Jésus-Christ.
This shows that there is not enough physical strength to stop Satan.
Ceci montre qu'il n'y a pas de force physique pour stopper Satan.
There is not enough mental strength to stop Satan.
Il n'y a pas assez de force mentale pour arrêter le diable.
Satan can only be stopped by the strength of Jesus Christ.
Le diable ne peut qu'arrêter par la force de Jésus-Christ.
One can be a Christian in profession,
Non, mais peut être un chrétien dans la profession,
but not such in heart.
mais pas dans le cœur.
People may do much by outward restraint,
Les gens peuvent faire beaucoup de choses par des forces externes.
but lack the character of Jesus Christ
Il manque le caractère de Jésus-Christ.
in their resolution. If Jesus Christ is not on duty, Satan will be on duty.
Si Jésus-Christ n'est pas en devoir, Satan y sera.
There is no neutral ground.
Il n'y a pas de terre neutre.
As I usually use those men like that, when I will take the money, I cannot do not anything that is important with the money. I use the money to buy my dresses, shoes, and my oil. Yes.
So our sister explains to us that our sister is letting us know that all the money she used to get from those men, she does not do anything useful with the money. She will just spend it buying clothes, shoes, jewelries without doing anything useful with that money.
Before I come here, I realized all those type of life that I was playing like that is not good because many homes have been divorced. Many people are suffering now. Why? Because they will lay their hands on me. Everything will just be scattered. So I realized that was a very bad life.
So she says that she got to a point that she came to realize and notice that what she was doing was not good, because a lot of marriages were breaking and there was a lot of pain in the hearts of those who were falling victim to her schemes.
My friends that was going to school, they are somewhere working, but for me, I'm not working because of the devil that have been tormenting my life, causing me to do all these types of things.
So she says that she also came to realize that the classmates with whom she was in school, all of them have advanced to a higher level in life, but there was no achievement, nothing to show for.
Because I was watching this channel, Adgum TV, as I was watching it, I saw how the man of God deliver one girl, and the spirit was manifested. As I sit quiet, I say that this is the type of life that I'm also going through.
So our sister says that she was watching Ark of God TV one day and she saw the deliverance of another sister on the television, and that was when she came to realize that what she had been doing or the life she had been living was not really a good life.
Yes, as I come here during the mass prayer, as the man of God was praying, my stomach started bubbling as if they have put water of fufu corn to prepare fufu corn.
So she says that when she came to the Ark of God's Covenant Ministry and she was in the church, during the mass prayer, she felt very uncomfortable, as if she was in a pot of boiling water.
I started crying, so later I did not know what was causing me. I was seem as I'm saying something, but I was seem as I'm saying something, nothing, so I did not know what was really going on.
So she says that during the course of that manifestation, she doesn't really remember exactly what was happening to her.
I thank God so much for I'm now a changed person. People see me who know me, they say that, wow.
So she says that since she was delivered, she is now a changed person, and that ever since the day of her deliverance, when people see her, they are really amazed and astonished.
You listen to that?
Vous avez écouté cela?
Through the medium of the Ark of God TV.
Vous avez le moyen de la télévision.
That's how she found herself here.
C'est comme ça qu'elle s'est trouvée ici.
And there are millions out there
Il y a des millions là-bas dehors,
in the same situation.
dans la même situation.
If you don't have fast legs to reach there, you can reach there through the TV.
Tu parles les jambes rapides pour arriver là-bas, tu peux arriver là-bas à travers la télévision.
Amen.
Amen.
Make yourself a partner.
Faites de vous un partenaire.
Make yourself a soul winner.
Faites de vous un vainqueur d'âme.
Yes.
Oui,
That is the only way to contribute
la seule façon pour contribuer
to the assignment God has given you.
dans le devoir que Dieu vous a donné.
Christ's mission is our mission.
La mission de
You
Christ est la
listen to
nôtre.
that?
Vous avez écouté cela?
As I come here, as they were during the mass prayer, God helped me and locate me. As I received my deliverance, anybody who know me, when they see, they will ask that, wow, why are you so quiet and you dress now responsible like that?
So she says that ever since her deliverance, people who used to know her before, when they see her, they are really amazed and they keep on asking her, why is it that now your dressing has changed?
They say you dress responsible.
Yes, I don't dress. I was dressed because I was dressing before with these inner wears and hot pants, all the like.
Deliverance is when you are taken out of the satanic kingdom, the kingdom of darkness, and are placed in the kingdom of light,
La délivrance est être ôté du royaume des ténèbres et placé dans le royaume de la lumière,
the kingdom of Jesus
le
Christ.
royaume de Jésus-Christ.
Not just deliverance, but deliverance in the power of the Holy Ghost.
Pas seulement la délivrance, mais la délivrance dans la puissance du Saint-Esprit.
I regret so much because many homes has been divorced because of me. I regret it. I regret all of them because some are jobless, moving with trousers under their buttocks, no nothing now that they can do. My friends are very far, some are working, but me.
He's crying.
Elle dit que ses amis, ses camarades sont tellement avancés dans les études maintenant.
She really regrets the kind of life she was living in the past. She regrets because many marriages have been broken because of her, and many men's businesses and their jobs have been lost because of her.
When I look around
Parce que je regarde autour,
and imagine the thieves who come to kill, steal, and destroy,
imagine le bandit qui est venu voler, tuer, détruire.
I cannot conceive how successful works can be done or how believers can be in a place of continuous victory unless they know that the source of their danger lies in demonic powers.
On ne peut pas concevoir le fait que les chrétiens doivent être des personnes victorieuses parce qu'ils se rendent compte que la source de leur danger se trouve dans les mains du diable.
When you wake up and look through the highway of life, the first thing that stares you in the face is nothing but evil.
Lorsque vous regardez l'axe lourd de la vie, la première chose que vous frappe par elle n'est rien d'autre que le mal.
As our eyes are open, we see Satan and his hosts using man's unrighteousness as material for his purpose.
Aussi longtemps que nos yeux sont ouverts, nous regardons Satan et ses agents utiliser l'injustice de
What
l'homme
is his purpose?
pour ses objectifs.
To overthrow our position in Christ
Ses objectifs, c'est nous dérouter en Christ
and to distract us from running the straight race with God.
et nous dérouter à courir la course avec Dieu.
Those whom Satan overcomes with his temptation, he also overcomes with his terror.
C'est que le diable parvient à vaincre avec sa tentation et parvient à vaincre avec sa terreur.
Yes, I regret because my friends are working. I'm jobless. I have nothing doing.
Also, she says that her friends have now advanced in education and they have gone ahead of her, but because of this spirit in her, she could not move forward.
My life has really changed. When I look at a man, I feel as it's nothing to me again. Even my dresses that I usually dress, but for now I can dress responsible. Wear something that when somebody sees, the person will know that this one is a responsible somebody, which as before I was wearing, but this hot pants, inner wears, and I'm moving with it. I have no problem, and I was okay. I'll trade them because they are useless. They are useless because a Christian don't need to wear something that part of her body will be exposing.
So our sister says that she is really feeling remorse for all what has happened in the past, and she says that now after her deliverance she no longer has the urge for men again, the urge to have affair with men, and that she says that now she is even dressing properly. She no longer wears all those revealing clothes. Now her dresses are very good and decent, because before she used to wear revealing clothes and she had no problem, but since after her deliverance she has changed. She now wears decent clothes.
Now that you are delivered, how have you decided to live your life?
I want to serve God. Let my deliverance remain permanent. Man of God, please help me. I don't want to go back to that life again.
So now our sister is making the decision to serve God, that she doesn't want to go back to her past, that she wants to serve the Lord in spirit and in truth.
My advice, first, especially to the married men. When you marry your wife, whether the wife is ugly or beautiful, stay with her in your house. Don't look outside, because you see those beautiful girls, they are devils. They are not really beautiful.
So she's advising the married men to remain faithful to their wives, to continue to stay at home with their wives, because when they go out and they look at all these girls who look attractive, they should know that most of them are being used by the evil spirit, and that they are not really what they say they are.
She says those beautiful girls, they are beautiful on the outside, but on the inside, they are not. If your hands are full with money, if your head is full of information,
Plein d'informations d'argent.
if your heart is empty without God, your life is empty.
Si ton cœur est vide sans Dieu, ta vie est vide aussi.
Homelessness is man's condition without God.
Especially for the youth. Should be careful of this social medium, the way they use it. Because I'm possessed, people are moving all over the world to come and search me. If it's that I do not post my photo on Facebook or WhatsApp, I couldn't have been doing all this.
So she's advising also the youths to be careful on how they use the social media, especially the Facebook and all the others. And that she's saying that if she had not posted revealing pictures on Facebook, she would have not been deep into this problem in which she found herself in.
I achieve nothing because the money that I will have is just to buy my dresses, expensive shoes, dresses, all the like.
So she says for this life she was living in the past, she achieved nothing, because all the money that she had was just to spend buying clothes, shoes, and she has nothing.
When you are growing up, it's better you should stay and look for your husband to get married. As the one man who come and say to you that I love you, maybe you go out with the person, that is how you are possessed. You will stand from one man to another. It's better that you are a youth. Don't even try that you want to have a boyfriend. If the man who loves you, let the man to come straight, not to hang around the windows.
She's advising all the youths to abstain from going out and saying that they are looking for men, that they should remain faithful to themselves and that the right person is going to come to them.
I promise to God to serve God because I've lose nothing. So I've gained nothing. So I promise now to serve God and be with God forever.
Ainsi faisant, elle promet de suivre le Seigneur le restant de ses jours.